Steven here from History Hustle, and I'm here at the Water Palace in Mataram. To be more precisely, it's called Cakranegara, here on the island of Lombok in Indonesia. And in this video, I'll talk about the Lombok expedition, also known in the Netherlands as the Betrayal of Lombok, which was a colonial war of the Kingdom of the Netherlands versus the Balinese here on Lombok, on this very spot, in 1894. From 1816, the Indonesian archipelago was officially called the Dutch East Indies. From then on, the Dutch tried to conquer all the territories in the big group of islands. And also, they wanted Lombok. Now, Lombok became economically interesting for the Dutch. The only problem was that the Dutch had signed an agreement with the local ruler, the Raja, in 1843, in which was agreed that the Dutch would leave the island alone. How was the situation at the end of the 19th century? On the island of Lombok, there was a Balinese Raja, and with his Hindu minority, who ruled over the Muslim majority. These Muslims were also known as the Asaks. However, the Asaks were severely oppressed by the Balinese Raja. They rose against the Hindus, but this uprising failed. Their next move was a cry out to the Dutch government. Please help us. Within the Dutch government, there was a discussion going on. Should we send a military expedition, or should we not? Governor General van der Wijk made the decision. We'll send a military expedition. Authority must be exercised continuously, and if we do not intervene right now, we might lose Lombok. A Dutch official returned from Lombok, and he stated that the Asaks were severely oppressed, and as well, there was a big famine. People were starving. At the beginning of July 1894, ships with troops of the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army set sail to Lombok from Java. There they set up camp. The Balinese Raja was willing to negotiate, and however in the upcoming weeks there was no agreement signed yet. No blood has been spilled so far. Until the night of the 25th of August 1894, because it was then when the Balinese attacked the Dutch camp. The Dutch positions were too much spread out and their defenses were very weak. As a result, 100 Dutch soldiers died, including the commanding general Van Ham. The Dutch retreated. The Dutch press spoke about the betrayal of Lombok. Charities popped up to raise funds for the victims and their relatives. And many young men applied to the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army. The betrayal had to be avenged. In November, the same year, the Dutch returned. They obliterated Mataram, and with heavy artillery bombardment, the Balinese positions were defeated. The palace was completely destroyed. Thousands of Balinese died, and those who lived committed ritual suicide, P.P.H. The victory was widely celebrated in the Netherlands by ceremonies and awards. And the treasures of Lombok the Dutch stole from the palace of Cakranegara were exhibited in The Hague. Now you can ask yourself, was there a betrayal of Lombok? Well, technically, by sending a military expedition, the Dutch violated their own treaty, the treaty they signed with the Balinese Raja in 1843. So technically, the Balinese had the right to attack the Dutch. The stolen treasures of Lombok have been partially returned to Indonesia, but a part of them still remained in the Netherlands. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like him, and if you have not already, subscribe. And you'll see me in the next video.